Sunlight floods the room, revealing Mira lying motionless on the floor. An unsettling silence hangs heavy, as if the world itself holds its breath. Rebellious whisper, "Do something different today?" A sudden idea sparks in Mira's eyes. In the stark light, Mira stands, a beacon of unwavering resolve. With a declaration that cuts through the silence, Mira proclaims, "In today, an inventor." Mira grabs a lab coat, ready to start. She quickly puts on the lab coat. Mira grabs a notebook, her mind already racing with ideas. The words Project Mira Machine are scrawled across the top of the page. I stand before an empty shelf, a blank canvas for innovation. Mira sits at her desk, a pen tapping rhythmically against a notepad as she ponders. What do I start with? Mira wonders aloud, her voice echoing in the quiet room. Mira tinkers, transforming everyday items into an ingenious cocoa mixer. She secures the final piece, a spoon, to complete her homemade device. The mixer roars to life, a whirlwind of anticipation. Disaster strikes as the bowl tips, sending cocoa flying everywhere. A chocolatey chaos erupts, painting the room in shades of brown. The once pristine floor is now a canvas of cocoa. The silence shatters as Mira cries out, "Oops!" Mira laughs, cleaning the spill with a cloth. The air crackles with anticipation as Mira initiates the next round of brainstorming. So, next idea! Mira's voice cuts through the silence. Mira is absorbed in her work, designing a book leaf machine. Amidst a whirlwind of paper scraps, Mira is immersed in her work. A hairdryer hums steadily on the desk. Rolls of adhesive tape are scattered around, evidence of a meticulous project. An old fan whirs weakly in the corner, struggling against the heat. The machine demonstrates, page 1 works, page 2 flies away. Mira pauses, lost in thought. Mira speaks softly. Maybe not for wind strength 10. Mira scribbles intently in her notebook, her brow furrowed in deep concentration. Frustration mounts as Mira exclaims, "It works half too strong." Mira's room is in complete disarray, a chaotic landscape of scattered belongings. Inside the laboratory, Mira's eyes gleam with manic energy as she tinkers with wires and circuits. Sparks fly from her creation, illuminating her determined face. "I am now building the ultimate machine." Dramatic music fills the room as I sketch in my notebook. The sketch takes shape. Mira Multi-Machine 3000. In her room, Mira focuses intently on assembling something, her movements precise. She pauses, measuring with care to ensure everything aligns perfectly. Mira tinkers with the device, her brow furrowed in concentration. Mira's room is a chaotic mess, with cables hanging everywhere. Amidst the soft hum, Mira focuses intently, her fingers dancing across the keyboard. "Almost finished," she murmurs, her voice a soft echo in the silence. Mira's finger hovers over the red button, a moment of decision hanging in the air. With a determined look, Mira presses the red button. A sudden explosion of confetti fills Mira's room. Mira is thrown backwards by the force. A figure lurks in shadow, their attention fixed on a monitor's flickering screen. The screen bursts with a mesmerizing display of light and color, then abruptly cuts to black. The figure speaks, their voice laced with dissatisfaction. "Okay, that was spectacular, but not quite right." Mira sits alone in her room. In the stark light, Mira stands alone, her expression hidden in shadow. Her voice cuts through the silence. "Maybe it'll build it better." Mira pauses, a flicker of doubt crossing her face. A notebook lies open, its pages filled with secrets and untold stories. In the silence, Mira's voice cuts through the stillness. Good inventions need patience. Sunlight bathes Mira's desk, illuminating swirling dust motes as she sits surrounded by scribbled notebooks. A deep breath fills Mira with resolve, her gaze hardening with determination. This time, Mira will plan with precision. Her fingers hover over the blank page, ready to map out every detail. Mira gestures emphatically, her fingers sketching invisible paths in the air. This part here, Mira's voice echoes in the silent space. She shifts her focus, tracing another unseen line with unwavering precision. Then this, Mira concentrates intently, testing functions one by one. Order emerges from chaos, revealing a newfound structure. The Mira Multi-Machine 3001 grows. In Mira's room, the scene unfolds with a blend of light and sound. Mira sits in her room, a sad look on her face as music fills the air. In her room, Mira's face falls, a mask of sadness. Suddenly, the room explodes with the pulse of party music. In the undefined space, light illuminates dust motes, creating a dance of light and shadow. Mira, voice filled with excitement, exclaims, "Okay, I love that!" The room is shrouded in dim light, casting long shadows across the walls. I try to control the lights with an Apple device, but the response is only partial. The light flickers intermittently, creating an unsettling atmosphere. The air buzzes with the sound of sandpaper as someone works with intense focus. Mira's voice breaks the silence. "Fine sanding, but I'm close." A whirlwind of thoughts, failure, chaos, motivation rushes through Mira's mind. A triumphant atmosphere fills the room, charged with anticipation. Mira's voice breaks the silence. "I did it. She lives!" The machine stands complete, a vibrant explosion of color and untamed beauty. Mira tests the features, most functioning as expected. Mira laughs, surrendering to the music's embrace. She dances, her spirit soaring in the carefree atmosphere. The camera focuses on Mira's room. The silence is deafening, a blank canvas awaiting the first stroke of creation. From the void, a voice echoes, seeking inspiration. "What would you invent if you should?" In her room, Mira immerses herself in her art, her notebook open as she paints her machine. Mira proudly signs, "Mira Inventor for a day." Mira stands before the mirror, dust veiling her face, yet her eyes shine with unwavering resolve. Sunlight pierces through the window, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the air. Mira breaks the silence with a content sigh. "Was a good day." As the sun sets, Mira revels in the beautiful chaos of her room. Soft, vibrant music begins to fill Mira's room. The Mira Multi-Machine flashes, signaling success. In the darkness, a blank computer screen flickers to life, casting an eerie glow. Words materialize on the screen, glowing with an ethereal light. Try it yourself. Your imagination is limitless.